Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a new episode of Clipping In with Nick Scortino. So, this week we have quite a little bit of stuff to talk about in regards to some milestones and how I've been doing on the Peloton, and outside of just pretty much this whole journey and what's been going on. So, let's just uh, let's just jump right in. So far, I'm down 52 pounds, and that's pretty much come from just, eating significantly better, working out consistently, and, just realistically having a whole better mindset to everything, really. And it's helped out tremendously. The amount of compliments I now get of people that are like, "Wow, you look great because of how much weight you lost." It's honestly such a great feeling because I don't feel like gross anymore, because I didn't look very healthy to begin with before starting this, and since then I've started to really look significantly better, and it's been great. And you know, so far through Peloton, I've ridden 2,020 miles, which is crazy to think that I've now done over 1,000 miles, and I've hit the 2,000 mile mark. That's in total. I basically just do that by calculating and adding up all the amount of miles that I've ridden per month so far. And it's kind of funny when I do it because when I look at it, February, it's like 29 miles ridden because that was when I first started, and it's then like since March, it's been at least in the triple digits for every month. It's been in the 300, the 2 to 300 mark, and then obviously June and July were both in the 400s. So I'm pushing to get to August for that. Right now in August, I have 189 miles. And so far in August, I've taken 34 cycling classes, 24 strength, 18 stretching, and 13 cardio. Um, I've burned 16,343 calories. My total output has been 5,988. Total time spent working out has been 19 hours and 54 minutes. And as I said before, my bike distance is 189 miles. And so far, I've hit my best in the month of August. I've hit my best output uh, on a 45-minute ride, which was the 45-minute Hidden Hills ride from Kendall, which was a very, very fun ride to do. And, so far too, I have officially surpassed over a total of 615 classes done entirely through Peloton. I have I've done 361 cycling classes, 103 stretching, 81 cardio, and 70 strength. So, I'm working on getting the strength classes up, working on, incorporating that more into my daily routine and daily stack of working out. It's working out so far. I'm doing a pretty good job. Most of the strength classes I do when I'm riding the bike basically just consists of me doing like 10-minute arms and light weights class just to kind of work on my arms after riding the bike for 60 to like 60 minutes or so. Just kind of work out the arms a little bit, give my legs a little bit of a break, and do that. And it's been fun. I enjoy taking those classes. It's a lot of fun to take them. And then obviously on my off days, I still am doing the like really working on my upper body and lower body on those 2 days off, on top of shadow boxing. And I'm going to definitely start incorporating some yoga because I really need to improve my flexibility. That's one thing that definitely for myself needs to I definitely need to improve, because it'll help me more with stretching. I feel if I'm able to move my body in a different sort of way, it'll help me stretch out different muscles that I'm not normally able to stretch out. And I think it would be probably the smartest thing to do for that. But you know, nothing, not much you can, not much you can do about that. And so, yeah, I mean, so far it's just been crazy to think that I've, done that many miles, that many classes. And, I keep saying it because it's still shocking to me that I'm even at this point. Um, I never, ever really saw myself reaching this. And, I've worked out in the past. I've gone to gyms and stuff, but I have never, ever, ever been this motivated to really work out. And it helps when you have that motivation to really, when you have that type of motivation, it helps to, you know, keep you in check for your routine, keep you in check for, just life, period. And that's one thing that's definitely, helped me. Um, I've been very, very diligent with what I've been doing, and I keep learning, improving, and increasing my workouts and everything, and it's great, and it's just so much fun, and that's really what this is like all about too. You just want to have fun. I mean, that's the biggest thing. You want to, have some fun, find people that might enjoy doing the Peloton as well, do it with them, and just go enjoy yourself while you're doing it. And it makes it so much more easier and better to do. And that's kind of what has happened so far with this is I'm just having fun listening to music, jamming out, and you know, putting my work in, and it's great. And one thing that I have not posted yet on Instagram, but it's was official for because the poll had ended. But um, so one thing we're going to be incorporating into this show is we're going to start doing a live show, and we're going to start trying to do this live. And we're definitely going to start looking into some getting some people on to interview or just talk about Peloton and working out and their journey and whatever the guests would like to talk about. And hopefully in the near future we can get some of the great instructors that are on the platform to come on and talk to them about working there and the things that they do. So that's definitely in the works. We're I'm gonna start looking into that this week about the live streaming and doing that, because I now have the setup to do it, and I think it'll definitely be something great to have um for this. I think it'll be awesome, and it'll give me a better chance to interact with people and answer some questions and stuff right on the fly and during the show to help drive different topics across each episode, which will be awesome to have. And the other thing that I wanted to state was we now have an official slogan. uh you're hearing it here first. The official slogan for this is clock in to lock in. So, you know, I stated that in the last episode. I didn't really know which one to use. Clock in to lock in officially won on the poll over on Instagram, and now that's pretty much going to be. I think it's going to be pretty much be the slogan for this, and just for me right now through this journey is got to clock in to lock in, and I think it's great saying it now. It definitely helps out a lot more when you when you say it. But when you really think about it though too, you know, you have to clock in your mentality, clock in um, everything else to really lock yourself in and, you know, get shit done, basically. And that's pretty much what I've been doing. You know, I'm here being honest and open to you guys for the first time ever in my life. And that's pretty much what I wanted this podcast to be. So, I'm pretty much clocking in to lock in and, get this awesome point across and talk about how awesome it is to use Peloton and things like that. So, but yeah, that's, that's going to be the new slogan going forward, and I'm pretty pumped up about that. I'm very excited. But the transition now to the second part of the podcast that we've got going on is hitting milestones. And hitting milestones is definitely something that Peloton makes it fun for you to do, because you're like, you hit one and you just want to go for them all. So I'm, you know, the more recently, uh, this past Monday, I hit 350 cycling classes, and I was lucky enough to go into Peloton Studio New York and go take the live metal ride with Kendall, which was a whole lot of fun. It was tough as shit. I'm not gonna lie. There were a lot of climbs in it that were longer than they probably should have been, but the it is what it is in that department. But the music in that class was just awesome. It was great. The here I have the playlist right here. So it was Fuel by Metallica, Last Resort by Papa Roach, Welcome Home by Coheed and Cambria, Aerials by System of a Down, Master of Puppets by Metallica, Bulls on Parade by Rage Against the Machine, and Bark at the Moon by Ozzy Osbourne. And first off, Welcome Home by Coheed and Cambria is like one of my favorite songs to listen to. I love that song, and coincidentally enough, I first discovered it while playing Rock Band with my brother, or my brother and his friends, or whoever we were playing Rock Band with. I don't necessarily remember who we were playing with, but we were playing Rock Band, and that song just resonated with me. I love the guitar in it. I love the sound and everything, and it was great. But I like Last Resort by Papa Roach, great song. I've also been listening to, I'm not sure if you guys have been listening to it, but there's Last Resort Reimagined by Falling in Reverse. That's also a great alternate version of the song if you want to hear a little bit of a different take on it, and it's really good listen. But so, big fan of that. And then Bulls on Parade, coincidentally enough, I found in the other um, musical video game, which was Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero 3 more specifically was how I discovered Bulls on Parade and Rage Against the Machine. And great fucking song. Great fucking song. But to have all that in the class was awesome. And having Master of Puppets, if you've watched, excuse me, if you watched Stranger Things, Master of Puppets is a song that Eddie Munson is playing while he's standing on top of the trailer in the Upside Down. Such a cool and well directed scene in television. It's literally one of my favorite scenes I've ever watched, and it's uh, helped me get more into Metallica, because I am a big Metallica fan. I do enjoy their music. I was first introduced to Metallica actually by the New York Yankees, because whenever I go to games or I was watching games when I was younger, Mariano Rivera would walk out to Enter Sandman, and that's like one of my favorite songs ever uh, as well. So to hear that too is awesome. But that class was just so much fun. I was in the front row, so you will be able to see me dying, because I was sweating profusely throughout the entirety of that ride. So it was a little difficult at times, but we made it through it. And now luckily enough, I was able to book myself into 2 classes starting Friday, September 22nd, and Monday, September 25th. So pretty pumped up about that. Got that going on in terms of live classes. Going to see if I can make one a milestone, which would be fun. But if I don't, is what it is. Still be fun to go in. And yeah, but back transitioning a little bit more back over to the milestone aspect, but Peloton makes it so much it makes it easy for you to enjoy hitting your milestone because you want to hit it and go get a shout out by your favorite instructor, or go in person and take a class if you have the ability to. And they make it like a game for you. Like, you want to it's like it's going to sound corny as hell, but it's like Pokemon. You want to collect them all. You want to collect all the milestones and hit all the achievements and stuff. And that's kind of where I'm at in this with this too. I just want to keep going to hit these milestones, hit and you know just really go with it. And it's awesome that I'm 40 classes away from, or 39 away from, 400 now. So it'll be crazy to think that still crazy to think that I've already surpassed 350, but let alone I'm close to 400. And that's all within 6 months. Pretty much. Well, almost almost 7, but yeah, they really make it easy for you to do that whole aspect of the hitting the milestone part. And that's something that if you are using a Peloton, that it's awesome to be able to do that, because it also gives you something to work towards, instead of, if let's say you're not very motivated a couple days, just, your head's in the wrong space, or, you're dealing with some things, but it helps motivate you because you're like, oh, I'm only a couple rides away from class, 450. And it's like, all right, I'm going to get on and I'm going to, ride the bike and hit this milestone, because it'll be fun, and it'll give me something to do to take my mind off things. That's the one thing that it does so well, Peloton, which is get you to take your mind off things, and kind of, helps you improve, depending on what you're going through or what's going on in your life. You clip into that bike, you clock in and lock in, and just go with the flow, and find the classes you want to take and hit those milestones. And that's the one of the greatest things that you can do. Hitting the milestone is just a great achievement to strive for while doing this, because it's giving you something to work towards. And when you have that goal to work towards, you find yourself more motivated and bettering yourself mentally and physically, for the sole reason to, you know, hit that goal and hit that specific milestone. And that's all you can ask for, really, in this, is when you want to do that, and you want to, hit those milestones and hit those goals, this shit becomes so much easier and so much more beneficial. And it's such an amazing feeling when you start to incorporate it more and more into your daily routine, into your daily life. And when you start to do that, it just helps tremendously to have that kind of goal, and everything else, goal and milestone and whatever else, you could think of set for you to make it more enjoyable and fun. And then on top of that too, if you're doing this with friends, or if you find a group, I've actually joined the Never Knocked Out crew. They're a whole lot of fun. It's all about like Kendall and things like that. And as I've stated before, Kendall's definitely one of my favorite instructor to use. I use other instructors, don't worry, but I definitely do take a lot more of her classes, just because I like the whole vibe of them, and they've helped me a lot through this, really. And it's helped me these classes have helped me tremendously improve um myself mentally, which you know I have neglected for so long, and now I'm out here openly trying to or talking about it, and it's been helping me a whole lot in the past, or not in the past, in the like now. I don't know why I said the past, but it's great. It's such a great feeling, and when you have that connection too in classes, it's all amazing to know that you're not alone in this, pretty much, which is a, a feeling that is so overlooked for the most part that you don't realize it until you feel it. And when you feel it and do it and have that whole thing, it's just great to have that type of connection. And yeah, I mean, it's just it's just awesome. You know, there's really no words to describe it really. And that's just what's so great about, having that connection to these classes, and, to this lifestyle and journey and whatever else to, help you out for the better, because it's all this is really about. It's just bettering yourself and putting yourself in a better situation, um, mentally and physically, and it's all you can really ever ask for. So, yeah, I mean, you know, it's as I stated, there's really no words. And that I think that pretty much wraps up everything that I wanted to talk about in terms of, how August is currently going, hitting those milestones, taking the class, taking my 350th class in person in the studio, and you know hitting those milestones, baby. That's all you got to do. Hit them, and find the classes you want to take to hit them, and it gets so much easier to do and so much better. So that pretty much wraps up everything. Now, yeah, that's pretty much everything. So thank you all for listening, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.